Hello witches and magical souls, and welcome to Wayward Witchery. I'm Pandora Darkmoon, tarot reader, witchcraft mentor, and lifelong witch. This space is for anyone on their soul's journey. Whether you're a curious beginner, have been dancing with the moon for years, or simply feel the magic without needing to name it. Today, we are diving into digital boundaries, focus, and why protecting your attention is actually a sacred act. So grab a cuppa, settle in, and let's get witchy. Research shows our average concentration span online is now down to 47 seconds. That's less than a minute. So I'd better talk fast before you start wondering if that notification was important, or if your cat is silently judging you from the corner of the room. Even anticipating notifications that ping your brain thinks might come starts breaking your focus. It's not just the alerts themselves. Your brain is already in tiny fragments of worry and curiosity before the first ping. Now, why should witches, energy workers, and healers care about this? Because our work depends on focus. Deep, intentional, energetic focus. If your attention is constantly hijacked, your energy flow gets fractured. Rituals feel flat, readings can be blurry, and no amount of incense and candlelight will compensate for a distracted mind. Studies show that after an interruption, it can take up to 25 minutes to fully regain focus. Imagine 47-second interruptions, then 25 minutes to get back into the flow. It's basically a recipe for brain chaos. And there's some evidence that this isn't merely frustrating, it can physically impact our brains. Research suggests that chronic multitasking and constant digital distraction can change grey matter density in areas involved with attention and working memory. That's a frightening thought. We are surrounded by technology that was designed to make our lives more efficient, but instead it may have been rotting our brains. Let's take a look at how our brains are being hijacked. So it's not just the constant pings. Our brains start preparing for the interruptions in advance. Anticipation is enough to fracture your focus. Basically, we've trained our neural pathways to expect chaos, which makes sustained attention a rare treasure. Not great if you want to do deep energy work. In short, your brain is screaming "stop" while your fingers keep scrolling. And no, it's not just you. This is the modern world's curse. Once upon a time, say 1986, the average human consumed about 40 newspapers worth of information per day. Manageable, right? Fast forward to now. We are devouring the equivalent of 174 newspapers daily. And unlike actual papers, this data avalanche never stops. It is coming at you from your phone, your laptop, your smart TV, and even the screens at the petrol station. Your poor brain is like a witch's cauldron bubbling over, splashing precious mental energy everywhere. Here's the spooky science bit. Every time you switch tasks, your brain pays a toll, a tiny lag as it resets. Do it often enough and you lose hours each week to what psychologists call context switching. Your working memory has a hard limit. Think of it like a shelf with just a few jars. Keep piling more on, and something's going to fall off and smash. So, what's the antidote? That's where the Pomodoro technique comes in. Named after a tomato-shaped kitchen timer, it is devilishly simple. Work for about 25 minutes, no distractions, no sneaky scrolls. Take a 5-minute break, stretch, hydrate, or light a candle and mutter "Begone" at your inbox. Repeat, and after 4 rounds, you take a longer break, 15 to 30 minutes. This is not just cute productivity lore. Studies show it helps focus, reduces burnout, and keeps that mental cauldron at a gentle simmer instead of a volcanic eruption. Witch's tip: treat your brain like a sacred altar. Guard it from clutter. Feed it only what is worth your energy, and give it time to rest between rituals. Because in the modern world, information is not scarce. Your attention is. I actually spent about a decade without social media or a smartphone to escape this chaos. It was absolute bliss. When I reintroduced all these digital tools for Wayward Witchery, it was carefully. Batching tasks, strict notification boundaries, only checking social media when I was about to post, and after hours, I don't go near my work emails or messages. This allowed me to reconnect with technology without letting it hijack my entire brain. Your mileage may vary, of course, but the principle is the same. Intentional use, not constant availability, protects your focus and your energy. Let's look at some tips and strategies to ward your focus. All is not lost. There are ways to protect your brain, your sacred mental altar, from digital chaos. Firstly, learn to batch your tasks. Group similar activities together. An hour for emails, 10 minutes for posts, one batch at a time, so your focus isn't shattered by constant context switching. When you first start doing this, you may feel that you're falling behind, because most likely your brain is already convinced that you need to be doing 20 or 50 things at once to be remotely efficient. But that's simply not true. Here's the thing. Our brains are designed to focus well on one thing at a time. That's how it's always been. And so when we're juggling 20 or 50 things at once, or even the anticipation of more things arriving, our focus is scattered and all over the place, and nothing gets done properly. On top of this false belief that we need to be multitasking at all times, there's also this strange tendency these days that everything is urgent. If you haven't replied to an email within 5 seconds, you are so bad at what you do, and the world is going to end any moment. That's nonsense. We need to take our time back. Tackling one task at a time and doing it well will pretty quickly get you more efficient and less fatigued. Your focus will be clearer, your mind will be less cluttered, and you'll have energy left to actually live your life. Another tip is stepping away from screens. Step outside. Seriously. Leave your phone on your desk and go somewhere with a green floor and blue ceiling. That's grass and sky for you indoor gremlins. Even 5 minutes helps reset attention, reduces stress hormones, and reconnects you to grounded energy. The next tip? Turn off your notifications. Yes, I said, turn them off. Do not disturb is your friend. Even anticipating a ping starts breaking your focus, protect that mental altar of yours. And consider that unless you are, a doctor, lawyer, police officer, or firefighter, it's probably quite unlikely that anybody really needs you right now. Take your time back. You deserve it. Another great tip is reconnecting with offline rituals. Journal, meditate, stretch, light a candle. These give your mind a tactile, intentional space to recover from digital chaos. For me, one of my most powerful brain resets is spending a few minutes at my piano. Because it never is just a few minutes. It quickly becomes an hour or two without me even realizing. And when I'm done, I feel as though my brain has been scrubbed clean of all the day-to-day noise and clutter. But a walk in nature, a long soak in the bubble bath, or a good journaling session are just as potent. Find what works for you and make the time to make a habit of it. For witches, healers, and energy workers, focus is literally your tool. If you want your spells, rituals, and readings to be sharp, protecting your attention isn't optional, it is sacred. And yes, it may mean adjusting lifestyle habits, but that's just self-respect in action. Once you're done watching this, please step away from your device. Even a few minutes outside helps to reset your mind. Remember, green floor, blue ceiling, grass, sky. Your brain will thank you. Thanks for joining me at Wayward Witchery today. I hope something in this episode stirred your soul. If you're feeling called to go deeper, I offer tarot, clairvoyant, spiritual growth, and witchcraft mentorship sessions via Zoom, email, or pre-recorded video. You will find all the details on waywardwitchery.com. Until next time, keep your heart wild, your ethics strong, and your notifications off.